I don't know if the setting is. Yeah, it's on. Just let me know when. Hey, hi everyone. This is JudgeDesire for Knowledge. Hi, thank you for joining me. I'm live in Dominican Republic. I'm so happy to be here, get some time off and vacation time. So I decided to do some of my videos based on Dominican Republic. You can check me out on Facebook, on Instagram, on also TikTok. I have shared pictures and stuff. I won't be grilling out here though. That's the sad part, but you can check that out. Also, my travels here, I felt that there was a need for me to talk about the Dominican Republic, the beautiful people here, the people we're meeting every time we come out here. It's really nice. So I put together for this Legal Matters show, which I do monthly on Legal Matters, every end of the month, and that between that time and the end of the month, the ending of that week, you will see Legal Matters on Legal Matters. So my legal matters today is on the basic stuff I've noticed here in the Dominican Republic, not the actual laws, but the do's and don'ts that I found out about the Dominican Republic when you come traveling. And I'm sure when you go to other islands, every island, every country, every state has their own laws implemented, and so you should always check that before traveling. There's things you can and cannot do in certain places that each and everyone should know. So these are just the basics from what I learned here. Thank you for joining. Subscribe, like, and share so other people of interest will get the message that I give every time I do my shows. I'm going to do another show after this. It's called I'm Out and About Travels. So check me on that. I'm not doing Know Your Truth Real Talk this week. I'm concentrating on the travels this weekend. So basically, come check that out right after this show. I'm live as well. So on Legal Matters, I wanted to actually, I have some notes here that I wanted to go through. I don't want to, let me see. Okay, here we go. All right, so I wanted to start off with the motorbikes and cars and the accident clauses here. From what I'm seeing, and I've heard specifically from other travelers, expats, and foreigners, the responsibility of any accidents are waged on the tourists and the foreigners, even if was not your fault. So you got to be really careful of that. To always be careful and drive slowly, because you are going to be responsible for any accident against each other, and especially against the natives of Dominican Republic, the Dominicans here, the natives. I'm going to call them the natives because this is their native land. So be careful of the accidents here. You are held responsible in the court of law here. To the arguments, do not raise your voice in anger, or you may be arrested for disturbing the peace. They consider that disturbing the peace. You don't even have to get into a fight. Well, I'm going to tell you a story. A few years ago when we started traveling here, um, there was two gentlemen on the beach fighting, and in Sosua, I believe it was. I'm not sure because I go a lot of places. And they actually got arrested, and they didn't even hit each other. So we found out that if you do get in an altercation, whether it's been hit or touch or non-touch altercation, you will be arrested here. So be careful of that. Just leave people alone and mind your business. Drinking and driving is no longer permitted. There was a time when we first came where you can drink and drive, but I guess with all the accidents happening and deaths on motorcycles and stuff like that, they have changed those laws, which is good. I think you can still have an open container outside. I'm not sure, but I will check on that one, because I'm just bringing you basics so that you know that no matter where you go, you should actually be aware of the laws in that state or country that you travel to. All paperwork must be up to date when you renting cars and stuff like that. Make sure that the person that you are renting from agencies or wherever you go to rent your car, the village people here that rents cars, that their papers is up to date, the inspection, insurance, and that your license and passport is. But I guess you wouldn't be here if it wasn't. So I was when pulled over by police, Policía Nacional is what they call them here. Um, if the renting a car and the papers, if you're renting a car and the papers are not together or up to date, you are the only one responsible. They will actually, you can call the renter, I would, and let them know, wait, I'm getting a ticket for this and it's your fault. But in the eyes of the law at that moment in time, it's your fault for not checking out the paperwork before you leave the premises of wherever you're renting. So basically, just check on that. You may get a fine, but they can take your car. All right, so it's called impoundment, and that impoundment is going to be fine to you or the renter. I'm not sure, but I'm sure they'll give it your name, and you're going to have to get it from the agency, the money, the fees back. So instead of going through all that problem and process, you would not want to make sure that your rental car is up to date. Okay. No drugs law is here. So that means not even marijuana that is legal in some states. So do not come here smoking marijuana or doing any type of drugs here, because this is a foreign jail. Okay, in the United States they don't go for it. Only the states that allow marijuana here, you don't know these jails, and they'll throw you in there quickly. And who knows how long you stay. I don't know those laws yet, but I'm sure it won't be nice. um, it's never nice to be in a jail, right? I wouldn't know, but I've seen them. I work in the system, so I'm just warning you. Do not think that you can come here and buy marijuana and not get caught, or drugs. So try to keep off those drugs. I also have one more and last thing that I wanted to say, because my next show will actually have a part two to the show I had recently on suggestions on pros and cons and stuff, from suggestions on traveling here, things that what will benefit you traveling here and what won't. So my last basic law here is all credit cards, international fees are charged here if you use your cards. If you exchange monies with exchange people, or the ATM, which is more money, I found out. It's easier to pay through cash, pesos, I should say, or cash, than credit cards, which will have international fees attached to it. So beware of that as well. And I'll see you in a few minutes with the updated part two on um, Dominican Republic do's and don'ts, things and suggestions that you might want to hear. So come check me out in a few minutes on my I'm Out and About Travel show today. So I'll see you there in a few minutes. Thank you, like and subscribe. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't even see the chats because I'm trying to get through to the second show. Thank you for welcoming the people, my moderator. You're cool. You helped me out. Thank you for the excellence. Thank you. You're welcome. You always help me out. You got me together on time, maybe a minute late. I thank you. I love you. You're the best. All right. So either way, I'll see you over there in a few minutes. Come check me, JudgeDesire for Knowledge, on the next video coming up. So subscribe, like, and share, please. I also wanted to tell you to check this guy out as well, because I don't know the laws, but I'll mention his name on the next video if you come watch. And I shall see you over there. Ciao.